Phone banking is just people making calls to other people. And right now, here at the Berkeley, California office that I've been working at, we are calls to swing states. So it's just individual people coming into our office and calling people in the swing states to talk to them about who they're going to vote for, what they're concerned about, and and sometimes that's done in people's homes. Sometimes it can be through the neighbor-to-neighbor section of the Obama website.
Great. And so, yeah, so what are the types of things we're asking people, and why is that important to ask?
Well, obviously we want to know whether they're voting for Mr. Obama, and we love it when they are. As soon as they say that, we ask them if they'll please volunteer in their state. And as soon as they say that, that information actually goes to their local Obama offices, and then they're contacted to come and help out. The other thing we like to do is ask them to early vote, which is very important this year with huge lines they're going to have at the polling stations. We also make them aware of mail-in ballots. So that's what we're doing with our calls.
And for people who might want to come in and make calls, a lot of my friends have said, well, I don't really know what to say. Are you going to tell me what to say? So what would you say to a voter, a caller that's like interested in coming in but a little nervous? What can they expect?
It's extremely well organized. You come in and you're immediately put together with somebody to train you. You're given a script, and people are right there in the room with you, so that if you get onto a call and you get stuck, we either help you out with that call, or you just tell the person that you'll call them right back with an answer to whatever they're asking.
And what if someone was thinking, well, I want to help out, but you know, what can I mean, how is it going to have an impact to come in for 2 hours or what?
That is the biggest thing I've learned, I think, throughout this whole process. Many people have said, why would I make those calls when I really don't like getting them at home myself? And it's the reason that we make them is to help the campaign utilize its resources in the best way. When we find people who are undecided, we find out what kinds of concerns they have, what are the topics that is keeping them from making a decision. If the campaign finds that people in a whole region are concerned about some of the similar things, that's going to help them launch a campaign of information to those people. And so it really is sort of a way to really hone in much better than just having a big, broad, tell everybody everything sort of approach.
Yeah. And what do you think? Have you made phone calls yourself?
Yes, I have.
And what have been some of the best experiences for you when you made phone calls?
I had an amazing experience the other day talking to a gentleman that is now living in New Mexico, and he had called, and I got a message that he wanted to talk some more, and so I took that call, and it turns out he was very concerned about health care, and he and I really had a wonderful conversation sharing our problems that we had with the issue of insurance and our families, and it was an amazing interaction with a total stranger living 2 or 3 states away from me, and I just really felt when I got done that I had had a really authentic interaction with another human being. He was very happy to have been able to talk with me about it.
And what was one of the challenging calls you've ever had to make?
Well, nobody likes it when a person on the other end says something really nasty or hangs up on you. That happens sometimes.
And lastly, what would be your last pitch to someone who's on the fence, but a little nervous about making calls? What would you say?
I'd say now's the time to do it. And I say that because the calls we're making right now are primarily to Obama supporters, and they're what we call get out the vote calls. And so really what we're saying is go and vote now, vote early. Do you need a ride to the polls? If so, we'll hook that up for you. And everybody likes it. When you call and you say, gosh, I'm sorry to call again, but this is the Obama campaign calling, they tend to have a pretty good reaction.